Picked a friend up earlier today and we just went driving around the countryside, traveling down country roads, just listening to music and enjoying the conversation. And I did notice me and him, we're pretty good friends, okay, but we're still filling each other out, you know, as far as like sarcasm and jokes go and insults, as it were. Um, but So I'm driving, and if you don't know this about me, it should make perfect sense when I tell you. It's hard for me to chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, all right? So driving and having a conversation and listening to music, it can be a volatile mix. It has been in the past, all right? So I've adapted, you know, my driving habits accordingly to my own brain's, functioning. Um, and we coming up on an intersection, and I start putting on the brake. You know, he's like, "Dude, it's a green light." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." You know, but I'm scanning, I'm looking, for cross traffic. So I didn't say anything the first time, he mentioned that. I was like, "Yeah, sorry," conversation. So I turned right. Later on, way later on down the road, we're coming up at another intersection. And I did the same thing. He's like, "Dude, it's a green light." It's like, I know, I know. Here's what I told him. In my defense, I'd rather stop at a green light than go at a red light. Cautionary tales. He's like, "Huh." He said he could start to see a different perspective about it. I'm like, "Man, I'm not careless when I drive," and may seem that way to the casual observer. I may not drive like you do, but there's a goddamn good reason why I'm as careful as I am. Because I've been in one too many wrecks. Nobody got hurt, okay? But it's a hassle. It's a hassle. So yeah, I slow down at the intersection, even if the light's green, because I just want to double check and make sure that no some jackass is trying to do 90 miles an hour the wrong way down a one-way street running a red light. Because I drove in between a high-speed chase once. Just like that. I looked to the left to make sure that it was clear, because it's a one-way street, right? I didn't think that I needed to look to the right, okay? So I'm coming up on this green light. I look to the left, like it's all clear. As I continue to just drive straight through the intersection, a car blows past me, going the wrong way, doing, I don't know, at least 70. I mean, it was going pretty fast. And right behind me, just as soon as I got across that intersection, the cop that was chasing him went. I drove right in between a high-speed chase. High-speed cheese. I do that sometimes too. But I had to circle the block because Johnson City is notorious for its stupid one-way streets. So I saw the dude after that near collision. He went ahead and pulled over, and the cop was pulled over behind him. And I parked at my apartment and just stood outside and smoked a cigarette for a minute and watched what unfolded. And the dude was apologetic. He was like, "I am so sorry." Not to me, to the police officer that was chasing him. He was like, "Yeah, no, that was stupid." And I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got a DUI or, he definitely got a speeding ticket and probably a fine for driving that way down a one-way street and running a red light to boot. I'm sure that was not a good night for him, but I gave him the breath of life. And that police officer, we all experienced that moment together, and I will never know their names. So yeah, I'll put my brakes on when I'm coming up to a green light, just out of an abundance of caution.